34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played. But you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is swallowed right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 45 on second down, Stafford, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. This is Jennings. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Flips to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's McLeod on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Akers running right. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Encroachment, defense.
What's the deal, dog?
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going right back to Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced
Still
error.
third down.
Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to give himself up on a play that really turns out to be a disaster. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Offside. Defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Rams. First down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This is caught by Robinson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Here's Stafford.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st down at Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Stafford now to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Going to lead to a fourth down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts. Very little reason to use them at this point.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense